about your players who are looked at by the clubs, people like Masnias. But this week, there's been an official approach for you from Barnsley. There was talk earlier this season about Leeds being interested. Is it still flattering to hear those things about you?
I don't really. I'm just concentrating on the job ahead, which is trying to get Swindon as high up the league as we can. So there's nothing for me to talk about really. Yes, when people talk about you going to different clubs, it's flattering, but I'd rather talk about football, to be honest.
And Luke as well. I mean, we know that the Aston Villa link was eventually dismissed and there was nothing to it, but it didn't surprise people that might happen. That says a lot about his coaching skill, doesn't it?
Of course, yeah. I think when you're doing a good job and things are going pretty well, then you're going to get linked to other jobs. But we've got a job to finish off here.
Now it starts this weekend against Crawley. Crawley come to the county ground. They've won one game away this season. It was the start of this season against Barnsley. But at a time like this, when you've got a team fighting relegation, that counts for nothing, doesn't it?
No, I think obviously 19, the manager there, that 11 really up for the game, and they had a strange sort of last couple of games. They lost, conceded 5 goals at home, and then scored 5 goals at home. You could have probably said that they played Barnsley at the right time. And I've watched the game from the Barnsley game. It was a strange game. You know, they were under a bit of a pressure for 20 or 25 minutes, and then you know, blitzed them with 5 goals. So they've got some good players in their team. McLeod, Marvin Elliott, you know, people like that can hurt you.
And people that know the league as well and know how to get a win in the league.
Yeah, they've gone down that route of a lot of experienced players to try and get them out of the predicament they're in. And, I'm sure along the line they'll get some results that people weren't expecting. We just have to make sure it's not against us.
I guess the Preston result at the start of the month would have been one of them. Definitely.
You know, they've been quite strong at home. They beat us. It's probably one of the best games we've played, but we lost. They were 2-0 up against MK Dons without a goalkeeper and managed to get a point. And obviously, like you say, Preston. So they're not an easy team to play against.
Earlier this week, Jordan Turnbull said that some of the mistakes that were happening at the start of the season have started to creep back in. From your point of view, is that the right thing he's saying?
Maybe. You know, you have to. We can't go through a season expecting to score 2, 3, 4 goals every game. Sometimes one has to be enough. And you know, when you're playing pretty well, you know there's going to be a spell in the game where you have to defend and you have to see off the threats. And you know, last Saturday's game at Scunthorpe, I thought we played well enough to get a result. And when we came under pressure for 10 minutes, you have to defend. And we need to go back to basics a little bit in our defending and make sure that when the ball comes in the box, we defend properly.
The chairman said a couple of months ago that there would be a blip at some point. Every team has a blip. Would you say the last couple of games have been your blip in terms of results rather than performance?
I think it's only a blip when you come out of it, isn't it? So we need to put on a real good performance on Saturday at home in front of our supporters. And we've been quite strong at home. So we're fully focused on do what we need to do between now and Saturday and try and put those 1 or 2 mistakes that we're committing, put that right, and then concentrate on our football.